It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings. Hey guys, it's time for horror on the small screen. I forgot that the first time. And alright guys, today we're doing another Tales from the Crypt. This is what, number 3 for us? We've reviewed.
It's like 3 or 4 now.
3 or 4. And this time Dwayne picked the Christmas special, and all through the house. I'm 80% sure that's not what it's called, but it's okay. I'll put the real title right here. Let's dive in. I think out of the 3 we watched, so we watched the one with the assassin.
Yep.
We watched the one in Alaska.
Yep.
And then there's this one. I think this one's my least favorite.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's not the best one.
It was a cool concept. It had cool imagery. I didn't like the main character, this woman. It's Christmas Eve, and this woman and her husband are in the living room, and he's just sitting there minding his own business, saying, "Hey, this fire's getting a little hot. Maybe I should put it out." And she's like, "Fuck you," and kills him with, or tries to kill him with a fire poker. And that's how we start the show. And then she just goofy. And then she's dragging his body around. And but right before she makes a phone call to some, this is like bad mistake number 1 and 2 right here. She calls this guy and she goes, "Baby, this is it. We're getting the money." And this is actually, he didn't even answer it. She's leaving this on his message machine. And so, I'm sure cops are going to look into that. And 2, when she called, the guy she called, his answering machine's like, "Hey, for a lady, leave your measurements." I was like, this is the guy you want to be with? It feels like she just makes mistake after mistake, doesn't know how to pick a man. She obviously hates the guy she's with now. She just tried to kill him. The new guy seems like he's a player. And there's a guy before that because she has a daughter with a different man who we never see in the show. So it sounds like she doesn't know how to pick a man either. Well, she drags this dude, her dead husband, outside, trying to throw him in the well. And then turns out there's an evil psychotic guy who escaped from a mental asylum who's now dressed as Santa Claus. Where have I heard that before, Dwayne?
Tales from the Crypt. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think American Horror Story's done this. It's been done a lot. So it's a very used concept. I'm not sure who has the first one. I assume Silent Night, Deadly Night might have
I think so, yeah.
They probably got the OG. But everybody else is kind of hopping on their dick on that story.
Well, I think this was in the comic book back in the 60s.
So yeah. I might...
And then there was a Tales from the Crypt movie in the 70s that actually had this in it too.
My bad. Everybody else is riding their dick on this story. But how did they do it the worst, though? Because American Horror Story, I thought, did it better. But to be fair, they had Ian McShane to play Santa instead of this goofy hillbilly who they got in this one.
Larry Drake is one who does in this one.
Who's Larry Drake?
He was Dr. Giggles.
I know the movie. I haven't watched it yet either.
He used to be in the TV show ER, and he's been on other movies and stuff.
Oh, well, cool. Well, Ian McShane's still better by a landslide. Ian McShane's an amazing actor, and he played an awesome killer Santa in American Horror Story Season 2. I've yet to see See No Evil, the Christmas one we just talked about.
Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Silent Night, Deadly Night. I've yet to see that one too. So, I gotta get caught up on my killer Santas. I have seen Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. And Krampus, if you count that, even though he's like a demonic German Santa.
Yeah, it's not a killer Santa thing, though.
Yeah. He does have like cool Santa toys and stuff. Okay. Yeah, okay, so She bites off this dude, and she calls the cops. And the cops are like, "Where are you located?" And she decides to hang up on him. Which didn't make any sense, because I guess she's worried that we're going to find her dead husband. But I was like, just blame it on the Santa guy. Which she does later, but it took her like 10 minutes to think about it. I don't know, she just kept making mistakes, and there's a part where she's locked in this closet with a gun and a window, and she sees the Santa clawing up to her daughter on this ladder. I was like, why didn't he just get the gun and shoot him, or just push the ladder down?
She couldn't see the gun because it was already on top of the shelf.
Okay,
she kept reaching for it. She couldn't see it.
If it was my daughter, I probably would have put all my weight on it and broke it. Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't take much for me, but anyway, I don't know. I feel like she just could have done everything fucking better in this movie. I don't know. She was very annoying. Long story short, I found her very annoying. What'd you think of the Santa?
It wasn't. I mean, they had some good fake teeth on him, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and he did look really scary and psychotic, but it wasn't a really good episode.
I kind of wish they were longer, because, like, it's only 23 minutes. Okay, well, then you got the opening credits, and then you got the Crypt Keeper, his intro and outro, and then the story starts, and they have an opening credits as well. So you're looking at maybe 16 minutes at best of footage here you're getting to use. I don't know, I just kind of wish they were a little bit longer or written a little bit better. Who was the guy who directed this?
Zemeckis, who also directed Airplane and Naked Gun.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are all these coincidences?
I don't know how all these things all coincided.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why you picked it, I guess.
Well, no, I didn't know. I didn't know he was the director until you said, look, it's Robert Zemeckis. I was like, oh, okay.
He directed Airplanes?
Yeah. Him and the Zemeckis brothers. I wrote it or something like that. I also had Richard Donner on there, and he's the guy who wrote Superman 2. The director on the All Through the House.
Yeah.
Or one of the writers and producers is Richard Donner. Richard Donner also was the one who directed Superman 2.
Huh. Finding out all kinds of cool things on this episode. Okay. Well, besides trivia, not a whole lot to do on this one. Dwayne, let's talk a little bit. What you think?
Not one of the best episodes.
Now, if we were to put it in the Goosebumps category,
it's better than Goosebumps, but it's not. It was probably the weakest of the Tales from the Crypt episodes we've reviewed.
I think that Stay in the Basement one was really good, though. Goosebumps.
They're close. I think these two I think will be close. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely better than Worms.
That was some fucking dog shit. That and the fucking auditorium one.
Yeah.
The opera one. Okay, anyway. So there's not a whole lot to really review here. It's a very simple story. Woman kills husband. Then a psycho killer Santa comes in. That's bad. He chases her around. And I guess assuming he killed her because she spent the last minute of screen time she sat down and just screamed. I was like, there's probably like 10 better things you could have done than sit down and scream. But that's just me, Dwayne. What do you think? Okay. I was hoping a cool ending. Here's how I would have ended it. Because it ended with her coming down the stairs and then her daughter walking hand in hand with the Santa. I thought it would have been a cooler ending if it ended with him smiling and laughing and just spinning around hitting daughter in the head. And like cut the credits. You know what I mean? Now, maybe not show it, but very, very, very imply it, and maybe show a thunk sound and some blood splatter. I thought that would have been a cool ending, and then her screaming. But that's just me. Dwayne, final thought to score?
Final thoughts, I already said, was it's probably the worst episode. that we've reviewed so far.
Yep.
And I want to give it like a 5.
Uh,
They tried to make a little comedy out of it, a little bit of comedy stuff with it, but it wasn't that good.
all right. Here are my pros and cons. Or Tales from the Crypt. All through the house. My pros. Cool Killer Santa story. My cons. Not that great writing. None of the characters were good. I've seen 5 better Killer Santa stories. I'm giving Tales from the Crypt all through the house. I'm gonna give it 3 fat redneck Santas out of 10.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!